You're most welcome.
And apparently you know I'm going to go for it. You go for That was a demonstration of tech strength and also some good advice. Know thyself. Yes, but does it come with a how to know thyself? I don't know, Mattia, if you can help us out on this one. Anyways, the less fun facts about you. Aren't you curious about what I'm going to say?
Yes.
You're the founder CEO of Qubit, amongst a lot of other things. Research affiliate of Institute for the Future. You've worked with a lot of institutions from NATO to the Swiss Army. You've had lunch with Mossad. Did I just steal your fun fact? I hope not. And you come from Venice, the
Yes.
oldest future city.
The oldest city of the future.
The oldest city of the future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ah, you're prepared.
Yeah, I'm
you studied. Interesting.
I've got a chat GPT friend.
Yes, exactly.
Can you give us a fun fact?
A fun fact, yes. Actually, I'll start my presentation today with a fun fact. And well, this is not really the paradox of data, but the fun fact is, yeah, this is a picture of, clearly students learning how to type. And my fun fact is that when I was in boarding school, I studied in Switzerland in this very important high school. We were taking typing classes, and we were kind of like asking ourselves, why the hell do we have to take these typing classes? This is really stupid. All our fathers have secretaries. I'm gonna have a secretary who's gonna do the typing for me. Wrong. So we didn't see we were going to get an AI instead of a secretary. The point I'm trying to make here is that back then there was a fairly clear idea of what the future of work was going to be like, and that we would all be typing on a keyboard. And that's not quite so today, because thanks to AI, we're not really sure anymore about what the future work is going to be like. And this comes to the second point I want to make here, and is the paradox of data as I define it. It's today we have data about everything. We've collected data for ages, and the more data we have, the less certain about the future we are. And that's kind of a paradox, isn't it? Anyways. Okay. Part 2. We are in the age of the spatial internet. And this has nothing to do with space as in the stars, is the ambient around us. It's the 3D world that surrounds us. And the spatial internet is really about the internet going from a 2D dimension with the internet of today to the 3D metaverse, an immersive version of the internet. Websites are becoming virtual worlds in 3D. User IDs are becoming avatars. The internet, the decentralized internet by default, is becoming distributed. And of course, the massive photocopying machine that was the internet so far, where every content, every file was replicable, is becoming unique. But there is also a fundamental change. You may want to change these batteries. There is a fundamental change that is happening in the structure of the internet. We are still in the IoT age. And if Bill was here, he would like that, the new IoA terminology. The IoT was essentially, you all know IoT is connecting things to the internet. And in the beginning, the IoT was just connected things. They were just dumb, stupid things connected to the internet, but they were not very smart. But these things, as technology evolved, have become intelligent things. They've become smarter. So they're not just connected to the internet anymore. They are exchanging data, but they're also elaborating data, and they're making intelligent decisions. So that's why the internet of the future of the IoT, as we defined it at the Institute for the Future in Palo Alto, can be called as the IOA, as Internet of Actions, because these intelligent things are learning how to interact with each other. Today we have autonomous vehicles, we have robots that are performing actions autonomously and interacting with each other without ourselves giving them an input. And in this, the internet, that used to be a media part of the environment, is really fundamentally changing our environment, and all around us is becoming media. And the IOA is, of course, reconfiguring our reality. And it's doing that with 4 new capacities. The first is the capacity to alter human perception. And of course, you know this video, I'm sure you all seen it. That's a fake video, it's a deep fake. We are in the age of deep fakes. Today you can not only make deep fake videos, but you can make deep fakes of everything thanks to AI. And they're very dangerous deep fakes. Like this one, for example. This is a deep fake of an identity proofing system. This is also deepfake. AI supermodels. And of course, on the right, you can see the idiot texting the fake AI supermodel, why doesn't she have a boyfriend? These are all deepfakes. So altering human perception. The second capability is the capability of encoding human activity. Guys, this is really giving us problems. Yes, it's a toilet, but not a normal toilet. It's a smart toilet. A smart toilet that can lead to new capacities, for example, analyzing in real time your health, and not just that, but creating a global health map with all the biological data that is collected to help us humans in medicine, in healthcare, in any service around healthcare. But also it can be used to develop a new breed of products that are based on our unique DNA makeup. Very hyper-personalized products. The third capacity is the ability to manipulate matter. And I'll show this via a slide from Autodesk Research, which shows you the future of AutoCAD, the famous software to design objects and industrial components. In the future, your AutoCAD will be equipped with a molecular modeler, so that in the future you will be able to design objects not just by giving them a shape, a color, a material, but by programming how the molecules composing the materials will behave in front of events, changes, or actions. The fourth capacity is the capacity of animating objects and environments. And of course, you can imagine this. We already mentioned there are smart objects that are interacting, but there is also augmented reality that is giving you the capacity of altering the view of our physical environments and making them fully interactive in 3D. AI is really the most human technology. Why? Well, maybe because it resembles a lot to us. It's really about recreating the dream of recreating human intelligence. But it's kind of scary as well. And, you know, this sentence by a researcher from the University of California really says it. It's kind of mysterious. There are some parts about AI that nobody really knows how they work. And people are concerned about AI. And research shows that people don't really trust AI. See, the blue bars here are the negative, mostly negative opinions on AI rather than positive. AI scares people. And let's see what are the top areas of concerns that people have on AI. And that's quite interesting because you have on one side the general public, on the other side technology experts. The first worry is for everyone privacy. And of course, privacy is the first worry because AI works with data. Without data, there is no AI. So it's kind of obvious that the main concern is on privacy. Then we go to the second one and we see the different ways of thinking. Tech experts consider wealth and inequalities in society as a second worry. The general public is scared to lose their jobs. And then there is politics and elections. And guess what? The general public is not even considering in their areas of concern an extremely important area of concern, which tech experts already seeing, which is warfare, the impact of artificial intelligence in warfare. And this is in a period where war is the everyday news. And then you have human rights, level of civility in society, physical and mental health as last. And then tech experts are not very worried about employment because they will believe that AI is going to generate new jobs. It's going to eliminate jobs. It's already eliminating jobs. And it's not really clear what new jobs it will create besides AI engineers. And AI, like many other technologies, took about 70 years to become mainstream and to get to us today. Started off at the Dartmouth conference in the UK in 1956. And then the first precursor of your today ChatGPT is Eliza. This is the first bot. And guess what? Strangely enough, the first bot was a simulation of a psychotherapist. And the first GPT ever produced was a psychotherapist. And to get to ChatGPT, we went by AI playing chess, then there was AI playing Go, and then AI generating art. This is a very famous painting. It's in Amsterdam, I believe. It was a project where they put together machine learning and very advanced 3D printing techniques to invent and generate a new Rembrandt. The painting is called The Next Rembrandt, and it's a Rembrandt that was never painted by Rembrandt, but it's an artificial intelligence together with 3D printing that analyzed the history of Rembrandt's art techniques, the types of characters that he would paint, and generated this new painting that was not made by Rembrandt. We are entering the age of prompting. It's fundamental change in computing. Coding is dead. And I remember saying this a long time ago, and when I saw like all these schools that were opening, like coding school here, coding school there, that at a certain point, guys, machines are going to code themselves. It's natural to think that a machine is better at programming itself than a human being is able to program a machine. No? Maybe. In any case, we are in the age where we don't code machines anymore. We simply ask machines what we need when we need it. And it's the age when you're starting to see all these funny icons appearing in all your software. The AI icon. Every software you use is going to have something similar added onto it if it does not have it already. It's the AI rising. First element of AI rising is AI premium. All the services you are subscribed to are essentially based with a payment system, which is called the freemium system. You have a free model, plus when you want more features, you get the premium model. And this, in my opinion, is going to change and is going to evolve to, you want premium, you want AI, this is the premium. The free is not going to have AI. It's not going to be powered by AI. And without AI, you're not going to be able to do much because everyone else will be powered by AI. Faster, stronger, better. Agents. These are the scary agents of the Matrix. Agents in artificial intelligence are essentially a large language model, a kind of AI, paired with APIs. You know, those connecting modules that allow you to connect different types of software and data together. So if you take a large language model and pair it with APIs, you get an agent. The next thing is also AI household robots. It's artificial intelligence pairing up with robotics and able to give you super powerful new breeds of robots that are able to help you in your everyday chores. Oh, this clicker needs AI. Yes. Or maybe it's my finger. Who knows? Self-configuring devices. So this is a common scene that you can see in every city today. And it really is so. Like, a lot of people are constantly captured by their phones. That's why there are new phones coming out like this one, which is highly promoted by Heineken, to essentially take away the smart functionalities of the phone and bring young people back to having fun together. Of course, drinking beer, but that's another story. There are approximately 9 million apps around the world. In the app stores, there is a lot less, but it's still in the millions. But the average person only uses 9 apps on their phone. And there is a reason for this. Because essentially you only need certain features and you cannot find an app for everything you may want to do with your phone. And there is something happening to our phones. We all know that there are voice assistants already, but essentially the phone based on apps is going to change into a very smart AI-powered phone or device that is not going to need apps anymore. It's going to be essentially always connected as it is today. And all it's going to have inside it is AI to essentially give you the kind of service, the type of service via an agent that you need when you need it, and maybe even before you actually know you need it. So it's an empty box that connects you to a multitude of services that are enabled thanks to AI. The other profound revolution is happening in search. And large language model search is a fundamental change in the way we search the internet. And this was a very important part of the last Google I/O conference, where Google presented this, which is the new Google search page powered by generative AI. And this created a lot of contrasts. And especially advertisers and a lot of people were worried about this, because what this means is that search engines like Google, instead of just showing you a list of websites after you do a search, they're going to filter and curate a summary of the content of those websites before you actually see the list of those websites. So that's a big influence on the way you actually find content on the internet. Because somebody else is applying a filter to what you are going to find. You've all seen the multitude of artwork, some of which included in these presentations, in my presentation, generated with artificial intelligence. And since there is AI-generated art, artwork, there is a problem in that because anybody can generate beautiful art. So, what is really the core about AI-generated art is not what comes out as an end result, but the new AI-enabled artists, the new form of art that AI is enabling is in the model, is in creating, this is an example, it's called Marble Flower, of an AI model to generate images that is specifically trained and designed to generate a certain type of image from a prompt. But you're going to get images with a texture that resembles to marble and with flowers in it, always. And the art is really in creating a new AI model, not in the result. This is another example, is artwork from Refik Nadal, who is an AI artist, one of the most famous AI artists. This is some of his artwork. And again, what he does is not the end result that you see here. His real work is in modeling, is in creating this AI code, AI model that will eventually generate n number of art pieces or videos or interactive installations as this one. Another new thing that is going to become very popular is small language model. You've heard large language models, small language models. Why? Because what they don't often tell you is that to run AI or a large language model or any other type of AI, you need a lot of processing power, and therefore you need a lot of money, a lot of servers, a lot of computing power. So companies are looking to create smaller forms of language models that are able to serve their needs, but be more efficient, faster, more private, more customizable, and at the end of the day, cheaper. And the last one is DAI. DAI comes from DAOs. I'm sure you've heard of DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations of the distributed web. Those web entities often powered by the crypto ecosystems and blockchain that run by themselves, smart contracts. The point of DAIs is the following, and DAI in this context means a DAO for AI or a decentralized artificial intelligence concept. Why decentralized artificial intelligence? Because brands like these are the brands that own most of the data and some of the most powerful models of AI. Big brands today, and brands like, I haven't put OpenAI here or Microsoft, but big brands today own the power of AI. And so there is a growing movement. Of course, there is open source AI, but open source AI has a whole lot of problems, and it's not as powerful as the corporate version of AI. And first of all, it does not have or own all the data that these brands actually own after decades of collecting your data. And so DAIs are becoming a very important movement because the concept of creating a decentralized form of artificial intelligence, a more democratized form of artificial intelligence, is as important as AI is becoming. Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you, Mattia. We learned quite a few new concepts in this world of AI first. And I think a lot of it also came with a bit of a safety warning. Don't try this at home.
Yes.
Don't do it inconsiderably. Think hard before you press the button on some of these superpowers.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Thank you.
thank you, Mattia.
Thank you.
Switch off.
And the last one to take the stage before lunch